Drake got what he deserved by Duple. I mean, he was kind of asking for it. He was like, yo, drop, please. And Kendrick dropping is history. It's history, bro. It's history. I don't think there's going to be no more diss songs for now, at least. If they do some, it's going to be like a little bit later. Maybe Kendrick drop one in his album, Drake drop one on his hit that he's, you know what I'm saying, trying to cook up, trying to make a God's plan real quick, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make his second biggest hit of his career.
There's no way out of this one. You're
pulling the solo Illuminati. Okay, I see you. There's no way out of this one. I think he said the exact thing solo Illuminati would say. Okay.
Exposed and pulled apart in the most brutal rap beef of all time. But how did we get here?
This is the most brutal?
Of people talking about the facts.
I ain't gonna lie, this is definitely different, but I don't know.
In order to truly understand this
most
beef,
brutal?
we need to get inside these rappers' heads and explore their psyche. The core reason we're here right now is because Drake and Kendrick are two completely different archetypes of people. They think differently,
I just flexing
they
on
see
my
the world
ex,
differently, and ultimately they approach their art differently.
True.
Kendrick Lamar has
you see in the discographies that how they literally from 2011 up
career challenging
Jake got classics, but
his audience,
Kendrick's discography is ridiculous with only 5 projects
to the masses, exposing his biggest flaws and contradictions to the world. Kendrick undoubtedly uses his influence to serve a higher purpose. In contrast, Drake plays it extremely safe. His only purpose in this world is to satisfy consumer demand. He's not an artist. He's a
people pleaser,
a business, a product, a content creator. He will become whoever he wants him to be.
Actually, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Profit. Everything he shows the world is
Latin
pure
Drake,
optics. No moral compass, no identity. He makes his money,
how you say that? Pet
upholds
toys?
his image, and that's all that
something
matters.
like that.
For him, it's
UK
not
accent
that
Drake.
deep. Just to summarize, one tries their hardest to present their true self to the world, while the other does everything in their power.
And you say the same thing about J. Cole. He's very honest. Like, very honest. You know what I'm saying?
Let's make it even more simple and dramatic. We're talking about
very honest artists.
Real.
Exactly.
Lies versus truth.
Exactly. But Jake didn't start like that. Jake, he was honest too at the start. He was honest.
Absolute catastrophe. I know we say this beef started because Cole teamed up with Drake on First Person Shooter, but honestly, I think Kendrick was just waiting for an excuse to fire off on this man, even way before this. Okay? And when he got it, he used it expeditiously.
Even in reverse, it's kind of bumping.
Kendrick made his long-awaited comeback on Future and Metro
drop though. That's
kind of
crazy.
We Don't Trust You. He did.
Okay, so this is like
saying there's no big three.
The ins and outs of the whole beef.
None of you can fuck with me. Woo woo woo. We already know how the story goes. Club bangers are always effective when it comes to dissing.
That's probably one of the best songs that come out of this. Kendrick got the best songs that come out of this. Not Like Us and Like That.
For tapping out. I already have a video.
I got Not Like Us. I can't rely.
It's gonna be in the top right if you're interested. Anyway, 3 weeks go by until Drake finally accepts the challenge and the beef officially starts.
Drop and give him 50.
Maybe. Yo, pit squeak, pipe down. You ain't in the. Drizzy got you.
It was clear as soon as he leaked his
Savage
first diss track through Academics,
like
which is probably the
right now.
Way to
Come on, man.
Track.
Like I can't lie, fire.
He was planning on playing the internet game and ridiculing Kendrick just like he did with me. The push-ups track was indicative of that.
He was treating him like Meek Mill.
Was heavy with the jokes, but really light with the substance.
They make excuses for you because they hate to see me lit.
Bro, do people even say the word lit anymore? What is this, 2018? I hear that word and I instantly imagine a Supreme box logo and some skinny jeans. Drizzy Drake
Travis still says it, right?
I guess.
It's in his ad-libs. Come on, man.
The beat, the flows,
he 37 though? I never knew that. Future 40 though.
Elite.
He's getting jumped by 20 people and he's fighting back? So he's obviously the winner here.
That's framing for you. That's what they call framing right there.
All imagery.
Showbiz.
All imagery,
also, I have to note before we go deeper, Kendrick's wife was brought up in. Very relevant to what we're going to talk about later. Yeah, so push-ups caused quite a splash. People liked it, but Aubrey wasn't done. Okay?
I can't lie, it was fire.
Several
I liked it.
Instagram stories later, he went back to back with tailor-made freestyle. Again,
I like
very
this too.
memey,
This was
very
fire too.
undermining. It had like an AI Tupac verse, which Drake hoped would provoke Kendrick and get him out of his comfort zone. All of this is in character for Drake. You know, using optics to his advantage and manipulating public perception in his favor. While all this time, Kendrick was just silent and off the grid, which is just as fitting.
How you doing that all day?
At this point, people were
locking
already
in.
hailing
He locking
Drake
in.
the victor. DJ Academics was
Facts,
doing
starting
daily
his fake count. He's doing this dumb shit, and then he like, okay, I guess I'll do it for Drake too. Like, come on, I know that hurt his soul. Yo.
countdowns on Twitter, eating dick,
leaving
on
concerts,
live, OVO goons high-fiving each other,
leaving concerts just to be like, Drake said he gonna drop. I'm gonna go home
slide.
fast. Like, come
Little
on, yo.
did they know that the battle was
on, bro.
already over before it even started. And the reason
Facts.
is very simple. You can't go through your whole career watering down for mass consumption, making music for the lowest common denominator, and then go up against someone who is actively being pushing boundaries, taking risks, and seeking greatness for the past decade.
Nah, when you do
can't
lows like
do
that,
it.
that's
They have
crazy.
more creative confidence, their pen is sharper, and their skill set is larger. Optics
Facts.
can only take you so
Facts.
far if you have the inferior product. Again, Drake, you know this. This is economics 101. Considering Kendrick's catalog, we can only assume he planned all of this out meticulously, months or even years in advance. Drake
said he had
never
one in 4
even
years.
stood a chance. What would
only
transpire
did this
next
for 4
is
years.
one of the most ruthless beatdowns in the history of hip-hop.
Euphoria.
Alright, before I really get into it, let me just start with
Disgusting,
this.
dirty.
And I have
I
to
forgot
say
about
because it's
Euphoria for a little bit too, man. You walked them down.
Rounds, okay? If it wasn't painfully
they're not.
clear up until
They're
this
not.
point, it should be now. Nobody even knows what songs they're supposed to compare at this point.
Okay, so if Taylor-Made
Exactly.
dropped here.
Taylor-Made, who you comparing Taylor-Made to?
Euphoria dropped here.
And
But no,
Push-Ups
Taylor-Made
to.
was more of a mid-round. 616 is also a mid-round. So then, like, bro.
616 is a mid round.
Stop. You
616
sound
was not a
stupid.
mid round.
It's genuinely the dumbest shit ever, and everybody just unanimously accepted
it a mid-round?
for some reason.
It was a
tell me,
mid-round,
what
I
was the
guess.
score of
But
the
that
Push
does-
and
you're not about
Drake
to-
beef? The Tupac Biggie.
Like, you're not about to do that. That's
50
weird.
Ja Rule beef. Nobody knows because we don't even view it that way. We don't go off rounds. We go
Exactly.
off impact. That's what really matters here. People remember
Facts.
the bomb. They don't
Facts.
remember the 2 songs before.
Facts.
Kendrick released Euphoria on a Tuesday morning, responding to Drake with 30 different angles over 3 different beats. This approach was really different because Kendrick wasn't
hate the way
talking
you
to the
walk, the way you
audience
talk. I hate
or
the way
seeking
you,
validation. He was just
Nasty.
talking to Drake directly, aiming at his heart.
His
at
whole
his soul.
beef,
On the
he was talking directly to the man. Drake was
the
just
other
trying to
hand,
like,
Drake doesn't
look
have
at
the
this
ability
guy.
to do that. It felt like he was just throwing punches
Like, come
to
on,
show
bro.
everybody else that he's not scared of
Exactly.
fighting back. You know, that he
Exactly.
wasn't a pussy. But unfortunately for him, he is. Even still, I was
Come
worried
on.
because Drake
Come
was
on.
putting in work in the PR department, making sure to
PR
keep the meme
God.
machine going. And in this day and
I
age,
mean,
I
facts,
wasn't sure
facts.
if people would appreciate Kendrick's angle more than Drake's. After hearing the diss track, Aubrey rushed to Instagram to put out a spicy
way you cut your
Instagram
hair.
story,
Come on, man.
trying to
the way you
undermine the
drive my
whole
car.
response. This is why Drake will always
hate your
be a bitch to me. He's a bitch. He moves like a high school mean girl. All of his moves are so slimy and pussiness to all his moves.
Stop being an activist, bro. You're not being
Facts.
lit right now, bro.
exactly, man.
Kill each and every one of you.
I'm gonna kill you all. I'm a wolf in sheep's clothing. And so performative.
I never saw
like,
he
tell us how
did
you
all that.
really feel.
Exactly.
Who are you? Are you
Exactly.
a person? Be a person.
Exactly.
Drake thought he was Denzel in
Posting
the
movie
Equalizer,
clips.
but it turns out he's Denzel in Training Day. Here we start to enter 4D chess anime plot territory, because this is something you only usually see in fiction, in movies. This doesn't happen in real life, I promise you.
Smell somebody lying.
Come on. I ain't gonna lie, the way he's presenting this. This is
Kendrick
beautiful.
knew Drake wasn't
I ain't gonna lie,
So
man. The way
could
he
go
walking us down, the way he the way he walking me down is like what happened. Like I lived through it, but the way he walking me down, like it's just fire. I can't even lie.
Warning him, basically saying, "Hey, you're gonna get cooked when you respond."
Bird
Them
business.
little memes are running out of steam. They
Facts.
figured you out. The forced opinions aren't convincing. You need a new route. He basically put
There's no way out of
This one.
in song form, just
You're
showing
done.
how calculated his entire approach was.
Job.
Thinking
Job
that
of
Kendrick
50
could empty
in
his
a month,
chamber, Drake played right into his hand and released
Yeah, he
7-minute
did.
lyrical
He did.
clinic, Family Matters.
Mm-hmm.
Thinking shit was sweet. And there's some serious allegations. There were hard-hitting disses in this track.
There were.
He put his heart and
There
soul
were.
into this, saying Kendrick beat his wife and that his
He lives in
child
New York.
is
He
not
haven't seen his kid in 6
Extremely
months.
Disrespectful.
He said
diss,
his
and
kid
had
is not
people
his kid?
Seriously questioning Kendrick's character for a cool 20.
Oh, that's what the Day Free thing, right?
Ended this man's career.
I thought it was 10 minutes later, not 52.
Drake got his little
Stomped
high
on his
production label.
He
approved
stomped on this
rap
man's
caviar
neck.
radio
Like-
single, completely stepped on, nullified. I genuinely
That was
think
a
this
dirty
is the
night.
best diss
That was a,
track
that
of
was
all
a,
time.
that was a
I don't
dirty
even think I'm
night.
gassing it. Like, we've never seen a psychological beatdown of these proportions. Called him a deadbeat, an addict, Canadian P. Diddy, revealed he had another child,
Yup.
disrespected
Yup.
his entire family,
Yup.
adopted his son.
Yup.
Worst of all,
It was
didn't
disgusting.
even feel like a diss.
Disgusting.
He was just showing the world who Drake
Exactly.
really was. I honestly feel like
Exactly.
even he was learning new things about himself listening to this. Why believe you? You never gave us nothing to believe in. That's the hardest line out of this entire beat.
Damn.
Double entendre too, because he's not only talking about all of Drake's lies and manipulations, but he's also referencing the fact that Drake's empty and accessible music never really had the power of moving its listeners. At this point,
Facts.
the battle was
Facts.
over,
It's just a bop. That's all it
no
is.
amount of double
That's it.
entendres over Take Keith production could possibly remedy this. This is character annihilation, and Kendrick strategized it to a T. And listen, before this went down,
Same
I was
day,
convinced
too.
in the fact
Disgusting.
that I was the biggest Drake hater, okay? But Kendrick really...
He said he
really
was the biggest
supplied-
Drake hater.
And listen, before this went down, I was convinced in the fact that I was the biggest Drake hater, okay? But Kendrick really... He really
Damn,
surprised me. I
exactly.
think
He had
has
that
me
hate
beat.
in his heart.
Like this
He had that
liar,
hate in his
master
heart.
manipulator, fake guy narrative. I've been putting it out. Look at this vid right here. 6 months ago.
6
I
months?
was the only one saying this. And on that note, let me talk to
Nah, there's
all
another
the
YouTuber,
OVO
Soul R. He a
ovulators
great
out there
YouTuber.
watching this.
Or Solar.
I fucking told you.
He had the
I
same video,
told
similar
you.
video.
I
Like, yo,
broke
he is
all
fake.
of this down
He's
for
fake.
you, and you called me crazy. That's right, Max. I was right, and you were wrong.
What is that hair?
What the fuck? They tried gaslighting me on stream into thinking I was reaching, bro.
Now this nigga make good videos, but he's saying nonsense. Like,
He-
you're
he's
wearing a house
saying
star.
nonsense.
I should have
Okay.
reached harder. One thing he's right about, though, is the box is way bigger than just him and academics.
Exactly.
Drake fucks more bitches than Kendrick Lamar will ever speak to in his lifetime.
You lied about your son. You lied about your daughter, huh?
He has a bunch of women.
course,
and
this man.
He might have children out there somewhere. And this is like some oh shit.
I'm letting you know, any nigga who comes from the OVO camp, anybody who comes from Auburn,
this-
anybody who comes from the sixth god, the boy, he still got it in him. And any nigga who wants to try him or test him, you will get dealt with, nigga.
Bro, I swear, biggest weirdos, yo. Biggest weirdos, all of them. Like, yo, this is crazy. And then when Jake's losing, when Jake starts losing, they're like, yo, bro, stop picking a side. Enjoy the music, my guy. Just enjoy the music. Stop picking a side. Like, why you saying catching one, bro? What y'all doing out here? Come on, man. Come on, bro. Enjoy the music. All this rah-rah, all this hype. When they think Jake about to go crazy. And this nigga like 40, yo. Like, what's wrong with you, man?
Nobody wanted to take that nigga on tour. The fuck, y'all can't, this is where it stops.
Drake
Like,
reached into
bro,
his
what y'all
fanny pack
doing
to
out
drop
here?
Another Instagram story.
Can somebody please find my daughter for me? These guys are in shambles.
7 laughing emojis? Listen, 2 emojis I'd buy. 4 emojis.
Like, why
maybe.
he even doing this,
7
yo? Like, it's
emojis,
not.
yeah,
That's
you
not.
definitely did that shit, big bro.
I don't
he
know,
just
man.
got
Like, that's not
exposed as
it for me.
Aubrey Weinstein, and
Doing all
they're
this
the ones in
Instagram posts, all these
shambles?
stories,
I get what Kendrick
photo
means by
bombs
forced
with like,
opinions.
come on, man.
He posed and asked someone else
Exactly.
to take a picture of him looking unbothered. After listening to that Kendrick track and looking at this story, it came to me.
Man, so
the
done
whole
with that. I
angle
can't
was
lie.
beef. Everything Kendrick
Yeah.
was going for was leading towards one
Kiss
single
Lamar
point.
Drake.
We don't trust you anymore. The Metro Future album had finally come full circle. Nobody even cares about the accusations Drake made because he lost all of his credibility. I think this was really
Facts.
the point of no return because people
I ain't
were now
gonna lie,
aware
man.
of Drake's true character. And even though no one is replaying this track and they may even forget it in a couple of years, it did irreversible damage and permanently lost Aubrey the popular vote. The game was won for Kendrick at this
I mean,
point.
people
The
already
only-
believe that, like, bro, that Drake was fake. Like, come on, you can see it in his face, you can see it in his actions. Like, he's just done so much stuff. But for the people that wasn't paying attention, this was kind of a like, yeah, like a nail in the coffin. Like, yeah, you know what this is, you know what this guy is, you know he ain't, you know, culture vulture, facts. I ain't gonna lie, man, he was spitting
Was if he
facts.
was
This was
gonna
pretty much a
win by
nail in the
15
coffin
or
confirming
40.
Jake, you will
And
forever
Kendrick
be
went for that
this.
40 ball,
Like,
making
yo,
a club
like,
banger
come on, yo.
out of Drake's pedo allegation.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if
Facts.
God watch you. Sometimes you gotta
pop out and show niggas.
Certified boogeyman, you want it up to score.
Now he was not only losing
Like,
the
it was just
conscious
nasty.
battle, but he was also losing
Step
the
on
club
his
banger
neck.
battle. Okay,
Who
He
playing
was getting
Family Matters?
dished from every
Come on, man.
single side, outplayed, outsmarted, outclassed.
I heard they even playing this in
is your
Toronto.
goal? Okay, so that's you.
This doing
Light
more
skin
streams in
people.
Toronto than Family
That's who
Matters.
You're rocking with.
That's
Okay,
crazy.
I just had to clarify. Sorry, I just had to clarify. Not willing to accept his fate, Drake just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
We already know you about to drop.
Wait a second, we? Drake, I didn't know you spoke French. Who is we supposed to be? Because no one is rocking with you at this point. You lost.
Nah, they still are. You know what I'm saying? The academics, everybody he showed, annoying TV. The man that said he'll let his Drake, you know what I'm saying? He'll let Drake smash his girl. It's an honor for Drake to do that. Such a such a pathetic guy. That's crazy. Academics probably do that too. Even academics looking like, bro, you crazy.
The
What
main
is that?
thing
Is
with this
that-
whole
yo.
track is that he set Kendrick up with the whole false child,
Oh, yeah,
11-year-old
true,
daughter,
yeah.
which doesn't exist apparently, and that all the info of him having another kid was purposely fed to Kendrick. This doesn't make sense for several reasons. First of all, he called the guys who fed him the information
Oh yeah.
clowns.
Oh yeah,
And
he
then a
did say that,
couple
and then
bars
like,
after,
oh
he
no, but
said
then
they
we fed
purposely
you.
fed him the
Exactly.
information. Why are they clowns?
Exactly.
If you purposely
So some of
fed
it
them
was
the
real, I
information?
guess. That's
So
what
that's
he's
just
saying,
a
like, yo,
complete contradiction. It's
they
so
snitched on me, but then we
kinda
kinda fed you a little bit too.
just as much as we do. And another thing, most importantly, is the fact that everything he said on this track literally came from Twitter. None of these
Word?
angles are his. He copied them over from his own fan base. That's what he did. Bro, even
Let me
the
see them.
title
Let me
is
see some.
something Drake fans were largely saying and
Oh, the Heart Part 6?
before he ultimately dropped it. Oh, I can't wait till Drake drops Heart Part 6, 60,000 likes, and he drops, well, Kendrick would never do something like that. Then if I was a pedo, I would have gotten...
Oh yeah, that was even in the moment I'm like, ugh, like come on, bro. We all know Epstein. We all know, like, stop playing, yo. We already know R. Kelly, Epstein, Harvey Weinstein. Like, come on, man. Like, stop playing, bro.
Arrested? Bro, you're done. Saying
Exactly,
that
like, what's
Kendrick
wrong with
is
you?
the dumb and reactive one? Bro, does anybody even believe that? Like, there's different levels of
Yo, they
liar,
annotated that
and there's
whole
the one
thing.
where you
Dang.
say things that are true about yourself and project them out to other people.
You got
For me,
Braun
that's
on
where
the
it
screen.
stops being toxic and cute and starts being disturbing. And you know what? I am biased, but when it comes to this, I'm not, okay? I'm not acknowledging bias with these arguments. We're not gonna act like these two have the same level of rapport. As far as we know it,
Facts.
Kendrick has
Facts.
never lied about anything in his whole career. He never pretended
Facts.
to be something
He honest. He very
Drake
honest.
has been doing only that for his entire career.
Kendrick really
Two
true to his
different
art.
categories we're talking about here. They shouldn't be held
His
to the
entire
same
career, even the
standard.
beginning?
Ultimately, listen. My prediction came true.
I don't know. I gotta go back through it. I gotta go
Drake's
back
House
through
of
it.
Cards came
I need to listen
tumbling
So Far
down.
Gone.
The truth caught up with him. The bubble
Take Care.
burst. Drake fans are now switching sides, proving their allegiance to him was just as shallow as his music is. I guess he's not lit anymore. Let this be a lesson.
Bird business.
Never hide your true self. Eventually, you're gonna be exposed and your whole world is gonna come crashing down. Cole may have lost the beef, but in the end,
He's still Cole,
won
though.
because he was honest with
Exactly,
himself.
he's still
and the
Cole. Like
world.
that's a
And
Cole. What Cole did was a Cole move. I believe Cole. He like, bro, that's not right in my spirit. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? And bowed out. Simple as that. I'm taking off streaming services. That's a Cole move. You know what I'm saying?
now he has something that Drake will never have: peace of mind.
But then you got fingers pointed at him saying them soft. This kind of crazy. Man, he probably is sleeping well. He probably sleeping well just listening to the music, listening to the tunes, man. His track was all rap. Like, it was nothing personal. Like, it was all rap, so. Alright. Kendrick won this by 1,000. Kendrick won this by 1,000. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't gonna lie, but everybody knows that Kendrick won it. Even Drake fans know that Kendrick won it. Because they're saying, oh, Kendrick won, but by slightly.
You'd said that you felt like Kendrick was winning this.
Slightly.
Stop playing. If Drake was in the position Kendrick was in, they would be acting like Kendrick got like come on man. That's why I don't like the bias though. Me personally, I don't feel like I'm biased. I still mess with Drake. I like Family Matters, but I ain't gonna lie. Kendrick clapped him. Pause. Well, I'm out. Like, subscribe. Have a fantastic day. This was good, yo. But yeah, I'm out.